So today I'm gonna be giving y'all a full guide on how to beat the Voltstanding hobby, including how to make the jumps and the answers to all of the questions. But before we get started, please drop a sub and a like, because I literally had to do this hobby like 50 times to get all the questions. And yeah, let's get straight to it. Alright, so first of all, let's start with making the jumps. So the first thing you wanna do is to unequip your flash step, because if you perform a jump and you think you can't make it, you can just use the dash there to save yourself. And literally it took me so long to realize I could just unequip my flash step. So that's the first thing you want to do. Imagine you get all the questions right and then you miss a jump. Imagine that. Alright, now that that's out of the way, it's time for the questions. So I've left a Google Doc in the description if you guys don't want to listen to me. But that Google Doc on its own is not gonna help at all, because sometimes the questions glitch and put like the wrong person's name with the wrong ability. Alright, the technique raw, I don't know, heal any injury, bruh. Let's start with the first category, the stern rater. It's gonna ask you a question like, what does H, the heat, give buzz B? And obviously the answer for that is to create extremely hot flames. But sometimes it might glitch out, so you need to know the name of the stern rater. So if it says buzz B, automatically it's hot flames. Like, just ignore the whole first part of the sentence, just look at the name. So for buzz B, it's to create extremely hot flame. For Lille Barrow, it's to pierce enemies with bullets, something like that. When you see it, you'll know. But I remember that it was the third answer. But the second you see electricity, just know the answer is create electricity. It's literally that simple. Now the stunt rater, who's called Nanachikup, something like that, trap you with your own Reiatsu and stuff. So the answer is gonna be the one that has something to do with Reiatsu. Now if it brings Gremi Thomo or the visionary Voltstanding, the answer is materialize his imagination. Stunt rater Liloto Lampard, the answer is to absorb anything in a stomach. Superstar Voltstanding, the answer is enhance his strength. The name of the stern rater is Mask, the masking. What is the power of Geogram's Shrift? So when this question does come for you, just, it's something along the line of luck. And now the power of Giselle is to control zombies. Now that we're done with the stern rater questions, let's answer all the others. So the lieutenant of squad 2 during the turn back the pendulum arc is Omaida, which is the third option. Who succeeded the Espada in the Can't Fear Your Own World? That's Hikane. Who created Mod Souls? Kisuke Urahara, obviously, smartest scientist in the anime. Yachiru's Shike, and not Unohana's Kenpachi. Yachiru, the little girl with pink hair, is always chilling with Kenpachi. And the answer is that, like, it's someone's monsters. What is the English name of Zangetsu? The answer is Slaying Moon. Now I think that was the third option. Which visor possesses Tengumaru? That's love. Witches and Pakto affects the weather. The answer is Sogyo no Kotowari. What's the power of Aizen's Bankai? Never revealed. What's the full name of Ichigo's friend Chad? Yastora Sado. Now there's gonna be two options. There's gonna be a Yastora Chad and a Yastora Sado. The answer is a Yastora Sado. Don't pick the Chad. It's bait. What is the power of Minazuki's Bankai? Acid or melting, whichever of the two comes. In the Lost Shinigami arc, what is the meaning of the shattered self? It means it's the inner world of a soul reaper. What's the Zanpakuto of the 7th Kenpachi? Anzan. If I've misspelled it, just know that it's the first option. Who's the spirit Ginjo killed? Tsukishima's friend. What's the color of Liloto Lampert's hair? Blonde. What's the full name of the full bring of Yukio? Invaders Must Die. What's the name of a Quincy's true holy form? Voltstanding. Now I don't remember the question for this one, but it had something to do with like a spiritual disease that affects soul reapers, and the answer is the metastasia syndrome, aka the first option. What was the final goal of Sosuke Aizen? To overthrow the Soul King. What device did Kisuke use to restore Ichigo's powers? I'm actually not sure, let me not lie to you all, because it's definitely not this. I said this and I got it wrong. So it's either the first or the second one. Just pray you don't get this question. What does a 76 on Zaraki Kenpachi's eye patch mean? It's the district that he was found in. What is the English translation of Yuhabach's Oshwale? It means a selection. In the Lost Shinigami arc, what does Kugo Ginjo's name mean in English? It means silver castle. What does the Wandenreich mean in English? It means invisible empire. What was the initial purpose of the Konso Corp Karakura team? The answer is to protect Karakura. What is the power of Bruheria's resurrection? It's to control anything his eyes can see. Why does Yohaba have 3 eyes? Something like that. The question is something like that. And the answer is, it gives him the ability to see all futures. Which character was known as the walking, talking radio during the Can't Fear Your Own World novel? The answer is Jinta Hanakari, aka the first answer. Alright, and here are 2 more questions I ended up finding later. The first one is, which espada is known as the Thunderbolt? I have no idea if such a thing even exists because I have never heard that in the anime. And the second one is, who did Tia Haribel appoint as the leader of Tris Bestia? And the answer is Apache. Alright, now that we're done with that, if you all agree that this obi is the stupidest way to obtain some, drop a like, bro, because honestly, I couldn't even believe it. First of all, they had you doing an obi like this is garbage. And number 2, there's questions in the obi, bro. That doesn't even make no damn sense, bro. I do not remember the part in Bleach where Uri had to answer 10 questions to obtain his Voltstanding. But I do remember the part where he had to train at the waterfall with the thing. Like, why couldn't they add that in the game? There's literally canon material and you decide to add your own random BS, man. But that's just me though. Alright, and if you made it to the end of the video, I'm letting you all know that later on I'll be streaming and I'll be helping you all get your Voltstanding with my Voltstanding. And it's gonna be a good time. So if you enjoyed this video, drop a like, drop a comment, and I will see y'all in the next one. Adios. If this is the state of games in 2023, we got a serious problem on our hands.